Hello everyone, it's Partyfoot back playing Ucarnfightr. This time I'm just doing a few of these courier missions. So here it is. Courier, the one that we've picked here. We're going to doing the Rellekka. That was one of the reasons why we recently posted that old new thingo-mabobble, the Royal Trouble quest. Because I think, hopefully we're about to see, that we can go up north here and pick up a few more potential jobs. I still don't know what the icon for... is it etc.? I don't know. Whatever this island that we're going to is called. I don't know what the icon looks like yet, so we're going to find out. But I think I know the icons of the various ones along the way, so hopefully this is going to work. Last time I came here, of course, they rejected me as soon as I arrived, which was brutal. It was brutal. So, coming in. Just ram straight into the dock. That's totally fine. Isn't close enough. Okay, I'm gonna kind of hate this, I think. Maybe we can just squeeze in a little bit closer then. Cool, there we go. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Show me the money. Something from all the way across the other side of the whole place. So this is the icon. Something to courier to Rellekka. That's not that useful for us. This one is good. A fruit delivery from the port, Roberts. Yes. Okay, we'll accept that. Okay, so now I think now that we've got the two tasks from this end, the next step is to teleport to well, first to Brimhaven. I think we've done this for a few times. It's my first time using this as a method of training sailing. Then we come all the way over here. Run. And we charter to Alderaan? I thought Alderaan was destroyed. I guess not. Cool, so now that we're here, we can accept jobs either to wherever it was that we just were, etc. I'm going to call it. Or this one we can do. This one is what we really want. Accept you. I think... wait, what? Okay, this is the one that I'm thinking is actually good. We'll take this one. Cool. Now I don't know how many things we can do at once. Maybe 4. I think we might be max now. So now we cast Summon Boat. Imagine making the magic for that to work. Then we take cargo. We should have... oh, my hands are full. Another devilish old school RuneScape task that requires me putting away my awesome rapier. Cool, there's my boys. Let's load her up. We'll get into our trusty yacht. Hopefully we can have smooth sailing today. Are there more objects? One more crate. At first I was doing this just by myself, and then I realized if I hired some folks, although I believe Jobless Jim is literally, that's his actual name. So I don't know if he's just so unemployable that his mother was like, yeah. I think this one's like a preemptively lost cause. I mean, it seems incredibly ruthless to name your child in such a way, but... alright, let's get moving. Sailing is cool. It feels very chill. Okay, so we come over here. And then, so I think it's the beer every time. So hopefully, beer. Crate of beer. I'm going to just see if this is correct. Pop this on here. Okay, that seems to have worked. So, I don't know that you can receive a task from here. I don't think you can. If I can, let me know. I had a look around though, and I couldn't see where you could. Cool. So now we just take this familiar route. As fast as possible, of course. Would love to have an outboard motor, but... well, I say but actually RuneScape is kind of a compressed time game. There's mechanisms in this game. alongside kind of medieval stuff. I don't know if Galen or however you pronounce it, kind of was organically generated with the kind of idea of a hybrid magical technological development. I don't know, is magic in this universe useful for stuff? I guess it's very magic. It just does whatever it does. Kind of a soft magic system, so to speak, rather than a hard one with explicit rules. I mean, it does have some rules. You have to use runes. And the rune essence and the altars. So, I mean, I guess it does have an established system. But then also, you know, when you're doing quests and stuff, it is just a random assortment of random magic outside of what I can do with my runes. Anyway, we keep making progress. Say, oh, I never noticed we have portholes. Or gunnels? Gunnels are the... Maybe that's a gunnel. So I think a gunnel's on the top. The top deck? I don't know. I need some ship anatomy experts to weigh in on this. But yeah, this is basically all you do for couriering. I mean, this is like what Agility wishes it was. By the way, there's going to be a great chance that I just don't interact with some extremely awesome thing, and you guys are going to be like, what do you mean you don't do that? And I'm like, I don't know, just never clicked on it, so I never realized it was good. And, you know, seems like a distraction from my extremely important task of delivering usually wine back to Rellekka. I imagine those kind of Viking types who live in Rellekka are probably pretty boozy. I think, you know, having done some of that quest line, I think that's definitely true. So, you know, they're gonna have a lot of demand for wine, I imagine. I mean, wine's okay. I'm not much of a wine drinker, I will say. I mean, not much of a drinker in general, if I'm being honest. Not my particular vice. Which is probably good, because, like, you know, I can tend to be a little bit of addictive personality. You know how it is. I mean, there aren't that many people with, you know, multiple million XP in RuneScape who don't have a little bit of an addictive personality. Am I right, though? Comes a little bit with the territory. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, of course. So we just keep trimming these sails, coming in at Mach 3.4, cavitating the waves beneath us. Oh, hit the buttons. Okay, we're good. Okay, so here we're looking for a new task, but we're also looking to pick up the other tasks. So we're going to have to grab a whole bunch of boxes, pop them all in. I like that the crew both can carry double as much as I can, which is, you know, outrageous, honestly. They must be more than 97 strength. I refuse to believe that sailing is the stat that it uses to determine how many crates you can lift. So, okay. Got a good bit of cargo. Get all that in, yeah. There we go. So we haven't seen any of the perils of this course yet. I have ever so slightly improved my routing over the few trips that I've done already. Now let's see. What the heck is this guy? This one we want. And I think that big thick bar in the middle, so none of the rest. Well, better than nothing. We'll take it. Well, we may only have one task anyway, so, you know. Hey, this might be my biggest delivery ever. Bear witness to me. Witness me! Anyone like the new Mad Max? I call it new, it's not even that new anymore. I think I've seen the very original Mad Max, but I don't recall Mad Max 2, which is, I think, the one that's more reminiscent of what you would think of as Mad Max, because Mad Max 1 was kind of like a Terminator 1, you know, how Terminator 1 is kind of maybe a little bit less well known, actually, than Terminator 2. Like, some people think that what they've seen Terminator 1, but they've only seen Terminator 2. I feel like that's maybe a little bit of a similar situation. Osprey. You know, remarkably, I saw a task in the couriering, universe that was to slaughter albatross. Like, is that a trap? I assume it's a trap. Everyone knows that albatross are like one of the most superstitious animals to kill for a sailor, right? Like, other than literal mystical creatures like mermaids or something, I'm pretty sure albatross is like, don't mess with the albatross, right? Is that universal? Is that like Pacific Island lore because it has specifically happened to like one of our explorers, like Cook or something? Excuse me. I don't know. I've seen one of these before and it wanted me to put something. I don't have anything to put, so... Ooh. Fighting sharks. Hunched over, they got that posture. Yeah, I don't know. Stay spry, everyone. Everyone stand up. Stand up every 45 minutes. Tense your thighs, move your blood around. Get it moving. We've got to take care of our physical bodies in order to continue the RuneScape grind in perpetuity. I'm losing confidence, but I shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure I just need to... Oh, no, I should have. We missed our stop. That's the trigger. If I sail a little bit closer to this, once it turns in like that, I know I pretty much have to go west from there. I think. So... Okay, that's a bit better. Back on course. These are the big sharks. Yeah, so this is... if you overshoot, you get into that sort of territory. If you undershoot, you're into these guys' sort of territory. It looks about right there, though. Don't you dare think you don't chew. That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Even these guys do get aggro. Is she... a kebbit monkfish? Isn't the kebbit one of those hunting animals? I guess, to be fair, like, if I think of, like, that's like having someone with, like, a name Wolf Bull or something, which is like, okay, no, I could see that. These guys are... No. These guys are pretty crazy. Armored Krakens? The first time I saw one of these, I was like, do not get too close to that guy. I have subsequently realized it's not really way too scary, but... Good line fight. Good luck finding a crack in this armor. Brutal. Okay, this is the most important part of the entire trip. I've never messed it up, and so this is probably my first opportunity to do so. We've got to thread the needle. Are we good? We might already be good here. There's orcas, and I fear that the orcas will punish me heavily if I do mess this up. Oh, like a glove. Excellent. Yeah, so that's the highlight. That's the highlight of the tour, really. If I'm being completely honest with you, who's Flooper, by the way? Flooper's been living on my boat rent free. I think there must be some sort of quest, but also, I just realized Flooper is mangled. Oh, this could be a problem. Please, sir. Please, sir. These are only spined krakens. They don't have any armor. So, I mean, they still look extremely scary. Like how incredibly blazed are they that their eyes are that red? Okay, keep it moving. Something to the east. A little whirlpool, swirl pool. Oh, one of these. Yes, we want this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Don't hit the coast. Yes, Smithers. Yes. Boost my speed. Okay, one problem with having the final pit stop at the end is now I have to know which boxes to actually take out, which is kind of a bummer. It was kind of nice when I didn't have to, I could just dump everything at this point. So, I don't know, anticipate in the next 15 to 30 seconds some confused box juggling. That I can anticipate. And crash dock into the landing spot here. Okay. We definitely are bringing wine here. That's what we generally bring to Rellekka. Maybe it's actually always wine, no matter what. And if that is the case, that would be extremely helpful for me. Back on board. Is there a board last? Maybe there is. Are these? No. There's also ship parts to Rellekka, I think. That's the one from Port Roberts. I think these two guys also know which ones I should be taking, like, in addition to the ones that I select. So, if I'd been smart enough, I could have maybe... Okay, I think all the fruit is... Yeah, fruit sounds like pansy stuff. Rellekka doesn't need that. No one here eats fruit. Fruit is for girls and effeminate men. That's... I don't hold that position. Hey! Can't stop me, won't stop me. So I think probably what we do now to make this route efficient is we go back here again. This is kind of our starting point. And we again look for one of these. Oh, we could also do this. Sorry, no, this. Wait, really? Okay. We do this for the next round, and we do this one for right now, right? I think this is going to work. It's probably going to be, you know, poopy doopy XP. That's a full... okay. Ucarnfightr refuses to read, so even though I actually did want... I consciously wanted to see if it said that there are any crates left. I also am role-playing the character, so I immediately just disregarded the message. Okay, good thing we came back and checked. Missing one of those would have been devastating. I actually don't know what will happen if I miss one. I assume it'll just not be complete and I'll have the task open and I don't know how to cancel them and, you know... Okay, we're gonna have to reverse. Alright, come on. Come on! Yeah, get the nose out from behind there. Full ahead. All ahead flank. All boilers, maximum pressure. Shovel that coal. Shovel faster. Push all the dials into the red. Here we go. This is the final stretch. There it is. And now we know we have to do a little bit of a handbrake turn into the port because it's not deep enough. Okay, it looks like we want a handbrake turn in this way, so let's do this. Oh yeah, a bit of extra speed to make this as jank as possible. Beautiful. Can we do this? Look at... Oh, okay, I disappointed myself. It was so close. Well, you know, best laid plans. Alright, time to grab all this fruit. Fruit. It's just like these people to be eating a whole bunch of fruit. I mean, I guess... Yeah, fruit is good for you. We've got to get some fiber somehow. But I don't know. Really, it's just, you know, carbohydrates, protein. Fiber is for the weak. And, you know, people who, I don't know, feel like they ought to have some digestive health. Here I am talking about fiber. I never want to speak to you again. I'm sorry. Cool. And there we have it. So there's the full run. Thank you for the payment. From there, I think we would teleport back to the other side of the world and summon our boat and do it all again. But that was just one run through. And I'll continue the grind here. And we'll see you in the next one. Partyfoot signing up.